evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Stockader Field here in Old Fort, Ohio, the site of tonight's SBC matchup between the Old Fort Stockaders and the Calvert Senecas. I'm Nate Mullins on the call with Tommy Hall. We've got the Wizard, Greg Kinn, on the ones and twos, and Lathan Chapman on the main cam tonight. Thanks for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. We are live with the pregame show brought to you by Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. Let's take a moment here before the first pitch and let you know about all of our sponsors here on Heart of Ohio Sports who help bring these broadcasts to you live and paywall free. We'd like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, National Machinery, Hope in Fostoria, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, UIS Insurance and Investments, Lee's Floor Covering, Vicek Orthodontics, Kuhn Sales and Service, Simonis Detailing, the Ohio Army National Guard, and Feasel's Frame and Collision. All proud sponsors right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. All right, Tommy, big time matchup here, Calvert and Old Fort. Always a great matchup and always great to be on the call with you, partner.
Traditionally, again, this is a backyard brawl, and every year we bring it to you anytime Calvert and Old Fort do get out here, and we're in the Commonwealth of Old Fort, Ohio, getting ready to start this one. SBC action underway.
And here's our first pitch, and that one right down the pipe. In their first strike. Starting out on the mound today for Old Fort is Caden Swecker, number 3. We'll go through the starting lineups here in just a minute, brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. We also have our keys to the game brought to you by Lee's Floor Covering coming up here in just a little bit. Of course, our pitch cam today brought to you by National Machinery. And the announcer cam today brought to you by Vicek Orthodontics. And our sky cam, there's our announcer cam. Look at the studs right there.
Almost needed a new camera after that foul ball went off the bat of Coleman and went towards our camera there.
1-2 the count on Coleman here. Our sky cam brought to you by our friends at Hope in Fostoria. Stick around for the postgame show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. But Tommy, this matchup, I'm telling you what, it's always been a great matchup over the years. These two just duke it out. Doesn't matter the records, throw them out the window. They lay it all out on the line here. And that one just misses to Coleman. Brings the count to full. There's Swecker with the 3-2, and he hits him. Comes inside and got him right on the elbow. And we must be bad luck with hit by pitches this year or something. I don't know what's going on, Greggy. Greggy's not on the announcer headset today because Tommy's with us, and you know me thinking I had everything already ready in the bags, ready to go. Didn't even think twice about should I need an extra headset? Nah, everything's in there. Haven't needed it all year, but it's great to be on the call with you, partner.
Oh, absolutely. And in some respects, this is going to be an uphill battle for the Old Fort Stockaders. They're riding a 5-game losing streak, and then today on the mound, you're facing a Calvert squad who's been on fire lately, and you got to be perfect on the mound, and you got the wind playing against you. It's just a lot of things not going Old Fort's way here today at home, and Calvert's going to have to take advantage of that as bats have came alive over their past couple of games. They just dispatched Danbury 11-1 just the other night.
I'll tell you what, Blake Coleman is he's hurting down at first base. He's feeling that one. As that one just got away from Swecker, he definitely wasn't intending to hit him on a 3-2 pitch. I mean, he was trying to come get that strikeout. I just got away from him.
Sorry, he's got his oven mitts on there.
Right. Coleman stays in the game. After getting checked out, that's going to be a lump. It probably already is.
They hit him right in the humerus, and nothing funny about that
There's
one.
Not a thing funny about it.
But nonetheless, Calvert will have one on base.
That'll bring up Vincenzo Lyons. First pitch misses outside. it is a gorgeous day for baseball. Now that the wind died down, it's like, wow, it is beautiful out here. Swung on and missed. The runner's off. Throw down to second is on the mark and in time. He got him. What a throw by the catcher there. Andrew Tackett. Beautiful throw down to second.
Lathan did a good job following that, too.
Excellent job by the cameraman there, Lathan Chapman.
I actually could see it.
The 2-0 misses, or 2-1, sorry. Now it's 2-1. It was 1-1. That one outside. It's 3-1.
You can see them balls real good like that when they go outside the batting.
Yeah. Skycam is definitely a nice perspective there. We don't always get the chance to get that camera lined up perfectly with every environment. Not every venue is the same. But this is a great spot for us over here.
Quickly, this count's starting to mount up.
3-2 count. And he grounds that one foul down the first base side. As we pitch number 8 coming up here. Actually, this will be pitch number 9. 2 bats. My count's way off. That was 11. Lyons fouls this one off. Smacks that little black car over there. If it was Austin's car, you wouldn't notice.
It's got enough hail damage on it. You wouldn't notice.
Here's the 3-2. Swung on, hit back up the middle. And it's going to be a hard play for the second baseman. Lyons legs it out for a single. So Senecas
will have to be buried early in the count. Vincenzo Lyons, he's Gucci getting on first base. Definitely sounds like a designer handbag of some type.
That'll bring up A.J. Shoemaker.
Got my new Vincenzo Lions purse or something like that.
Yeah. Vincenzo Lyons satchel.
First pitch in there for a strike from Caden Swecker. 18 innings pitched on the year for Swecker. His ERA is sitting right about 1.9. 24 strikeouts in 3 games, including a season-high 10 in the beginning of the season against Woodmore. Only given up 5 earned runs, but he has given up 15 runs total, so it tells you the defense a little shaky behind him so far this year, Tommy. And that one misses outside. It's 2-1 here on Shoemaker. 1 out here in the top of the first. Lyons gets a nice little lead over there at first. There's a 2-1. In there for a strike. Calvert sporting those all whites. What do you think about those, Tommy? Pretty clean, ain't they?
Oh, yeah.
Caden Swecker comes set. Here's the 2-2. Misses outside, and it's a full count. This one hit back up the middle and into center field for a base hit. Lyons legs it out all the way to third. So So now runners at first and third with just one out. And these Senecas, they've been working the count in this game. They've definitely seen a lot of pitches here just through 3 batters.
Now with Lions and Shoemakers and Moyer, oh my, coming up to the plate.
Swecker up to 20 pitches now. First pitch to Moyer in there for a strike.
Still off base.
Shoemaker without a throw in there standing.
Quick as a hiccup. He's got some speed on him, boy.
Well, they knew better than to throw down because Lions would be off in a heartbeat. So 2 runners in scoring position now for Connor Moyer. Just how he likes it. Riding a little 5-game hitting streak. Batting just over 400 during those 5 games. Here's the 1-1. Moyer skies this one, left field side, and the shortstop ranges over to make the play for the second out.
Try to induce the throw, he might throw it away. And you see that against the Moyers, you can see a lot of pitches inside, right below the knee, just right outside of where they're feeling comfortable. That time, right down the middle, tried to get a hold of it and it just tipped up.
Yeah. That'll bring up Cam Moyer. Last time we were on the call, a game featuring this young man, he went viral.
They call him bullseye because everyone takes a shot.
You want 5 for 5?
Yeah, well, technically in the comments, everybody's like, oh, well, it's actually 0 for 0.
Oh, no, you want 5 for 5 to get hit.
That one misses outside. 1-1 the count. That was pitch number 25 for Caden Swecker now here in the first inning. Seneca's looking at a lot of pitches here. Here's the 1-1. Watches that one in there for a strike. Right at the knees.
Knees where shit there?
The 1-2 is outside. Evens the count at 2-2. Charlie Palm in the on-deck circle. Another Palm, Tommy. We only had 1 year without a Palm down here.
Well, it's Catholic school.
That's right.
That's
Brushed him back with that one.
Yeah.
He got a little too close for comfort.
Schwecker trying to get out of a precarious position here. 2 down, 2 on.
Full count. 2 down. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Nice pitch by Caden Swecker to get out of the jam. They leave 2 stranded. No score. We're through the top of the first.
Got all the bodies moving in between the camera right now.
Let's talk about our keys to the game, brought to you by Lee's Floor Covering. For Old Fort, I'm telling you, they got to be aggressive early in the count today. You might only get 1 good pitch today. You got Tucker Coleman on the mound. And it might just be the first pitch you see, so be ready to swing. You know, you got to get up there with an aggressive mindset, try to put the ball in play, be aggressive. For Calvert, apply pressure on the bases. Get on base by any means possible. Create stress for the pitcher by stealing bases, moving runners over. Do the small things, you know. And I know it's easier said than done. It sounds like cliche, but, I mean, this is a team that's very well coached, and they're capable of it. That's going to be the key for them today if they're going to come away with a big win on the road here against the Stockaders. You got to apply the pressure on the bases when you get on.
Yeah, all the credit in the world to Old Fort there in that first stanza of action. Hanging in there tough. I mean, Calvert did exactly like you talked about. They were able to take advantage of the infield play and get some balls to land down and get on base. But, man, the defense really shored up as soon as Swecker was able to get some guys buried in their count, being able to close out there on Moyer at the end there to get out of the inning. Now it's time for Old Fort to come up to the plate aggressively and start taking some hacks at it, because this is the Calvert team. Again, if you allow them to become alive and active, they can bury you quick.
That's a great point, Tommy. It's a team that put up a lot of runs already this season. Once again, they're sitting at 8-2 overall, 7-1 in league play, riding a 5-game winning streak as they won on last Wednesday against Danbury, 11-1. Old Fort falling on Thursday last week at Huron, 12-2 on that one. Huron's been pretty solid this year. A very solid squad. Of course, we remember covering them in the playoffs last year against Tiffin Columbian. They're one of those 1-9 teams. They come at you. Every one of them is a solid ball player. But Tucker Coleman on the mound for Tiffin Calvert. We'll take a look at his pitching stats on the year. Coleman so far, 13 innings pitched. And he started 2 games, played in 3. He's 3-0. 2.69 ERA. 21 strikeouts, 4 walks, just 5 earned runs allowed. And he is a guy that likes to work from ahead.
A lot of talk with this young man coming up through the years and now finally on the big stage.
It's a cool dichotomy having not only him and his brother on the team, but also Brandon, their cousin, all on the team at the same time.
I think everyone's cousins on this team. I mean, this Calvert squad, since it's
a 2-0 is fouled off by Adelsberger.
Well, since it's nice deep runs over these past couple seasons, have really fielded some great squads at the youth level, bleeding all the way up to here at the varsity level. I mean, you got a lot of bats there in that Calvert dugout.
And it's 2-2 here on Adelsberger. Go through the starting lineups here for both squads. Brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. As that one swung on and missed. Nice pitch from Coleman. Got him to chase the outside heat. We'll start with the Old Fort Stockaders, as that was Ryan Adelsberger batting at the top of the order, the shortstop, number 11.
What an introduction.
Batting second, Tyson Frisch, the center fielder, number 10. Batting third, Caden Swecker, the pitcher, number 3. His first pitch in there for a strike to Tyson Frisch. Batting fourth, Derek Skeel, the first baseman, number 24. Batting fifth, Harry King, the left fielder, number 13. Pitch number 2 bends in there for a strike. Oh boy, that was a nice pitch, Tommy. You see that snap to it? Coleman working quickly here. It's 0-2 on Frisch. That one misses. Continuing at the starting lineup, batting sixth, Elijah Garza, number 6, the third baseman. Number 7, Cole Bender, number 19, the DH. He's DHing for Jace Turner, the right fielder, number 21. Number 8, Colton Herrig, second baseman, number 4. And number 9, Andrew Tackett, the catcher, number 12. There's your starting lineup for the Old Fort Stockaders. Brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. That one swung on and missed in the dirt. Moyer digs it out, throws it down to Cam Moyer, and that's the second out of the inning. So 2 strikeouts to start out for Tucker Coleman. Now we'll take a look at the Senecas starting lineup. As at the top of the order, Blake Coleman, number 1, playing second base tonight. Batting second, Vincenzo Lyons, number 24, the left fielder. Batting third, AJ Shoemaker, number 5, the right fielder. First pitch from Coleman up high to Caden Swecker. Batting cleanup, Connor Moyer, number 4, the catcher. Batting fifth, Cam Moyer, number 99, the first baseman. Batting 6th, Charlie Palm, number 7, the shortstop. This one chopped back to the pitcher. Coleman covering, throws it over, and that's 1-2-3 for the Senecas in the first. We'll continue with the starting lineups here before we throw it to break. As batting 7th, Cash Lee, number 15, the center fielder. Batting 8th, Cohen Stoll, number 14, the DH, who's DHing for Tucker Coleman, the pitcher, number 23. And Logan Ritzler, number 3, the third baseman today, batting 9th. All right, we're going to send it to break. We'll be back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. At Kuhn Sales and Service, we've got everything you need for outdoor power, sales, parts, and repairs. Family owned and operated since 1979, our friendly, knowledgeable team is here to help you find the perfect equipment, no matter the season. Make Kuhn Sales and Service your first stop for outdoor power equipment. You'll be glad you did. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time. At Vicek Orthodontics, they're all about creating confident, healthy smiles for every age. Dr. Vicek and the team use the latest techniques to make your orthodontic journey comfortable and effective. Discover the difference of personalized care and a smile you'll be proud to show off. Schedule your consultation with Vicek Orthodontics today. You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports. Welcome back to Stockader Field here in Old Fort, Ohio. No score as we start the second inning. Senecas due up to bat as Charlie Palm strolls to the plate.
Nice blustery April day here in Old Fort. But we had some weather this morning, kind of toss-up on what was going to happen, but
about 12:30.
They say the guy in the sky is a Calvert fan. That's why the sky's blue, and it opened up in a windy day here in Old Fort. The stop of the second inning.
And that one catches the outside corner for a strike.
Oh, yeah.
Nice pitch.
I call that.
Nice pitch by Swecker there. 0-2 the count. Palm batting .282 on the season. Hits this one into center field for a base hit. So Senecas will have their leadoff runner aboard for Cash Lee.
It's twice now to that soft spot there between first and second that the ball has landed and the runner's gotten on base.
So far, that was better when he moved.
This one popped up on the infield. The wind kind of carried that one over, and there's nobody there to cover the ball. Palm's going to take off and run for third. And we're going to have runners at second and third with nobody out. That wind, I'm telling you, the third baseman thought he had a play on it all the way over here.
That.
And then he ranged all the way over to where the second baseman is to make the play. Unreal. It is a windy day over here for sure.
It's definitely like playing Yahoo pool. You hit it, and it definitely didn't go where you thought it was going to. unable to glove it.
The sun's right in their eyes, too.
Yeah, that does not help.
Now that's a chance at it.
Sky high over to the first baseman, who squeezes it for the first out.
Brings up Logan Ritzler now.
Ritzler watches that one in there for a strike. Batting .258 on the season. Riding a little 3-game hitting streak here. Watches that one outside. Runners at second and third, 1 out. Senecas left him stranded at second and third in the first inning as Swecker got out of a jam. A couple of really nice pitches. But he worked his pitch count up. Ritzler bunts that one at the plate. Catcher made a nice play. Just one hand that one, bare hand, but it stayed behind the plate. And it's 1-2. It was pitch number 37 for Caden Swecker. This one chopped down to the first baseman, charges in and makes the play, but one run will score as Charlie Palm crosses the plate. So in a way, Ritzler gets the job done.
Yeah.
Scores a run.
He tried the sacrificial, wasn't able to get it. And that drive over to first base. Gets the Senecas on the board with a runner on third. Now Blake Coleman up to the plate.
First one in there for a strike to Coleman. Back to the top of the order here for the Senecas. Top of the second. The 0-1 is up high and in, brushed him back. As Coleman says, hey, I already took one in the first. I don't need to take another one here.
They're getting acquainted out there.
The 1-1, grounded to the first baseman. Charges, makes the play, steps on first for the final out. Senecas do score a run. It's 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second. Nate Mullins and Tommy Hall on the call with you here. Thanks for tuning in here with us on Heart of Ohio Sports. Take a moment and thank our sponsors. Tommy, you want to run through the sponsor list for us?
Well, absolutely. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for our great sponsors like Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, National Machinery, Hope and Fostoria, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, UIS Insurance and Investments, Lee's Floor Covering, Vicek Orthodontics, Kuhn Sales and Service,
Simonis Detailing.
Simonis Detailing, LLC, the Ohio Army National Guard, and Feasel's Frame and Collision, all proud sponsors bringing you high school baseball live and paywall free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Thanks, partner. I left you hanging on that Simonis Detailing. That's kind of a hard one, yeah.
I think about Michael Jackson every time.
Simonis.
No.
That's how I remember what it sounded like.
So, fellas, I know the rest of the week we only got one more baseball game, but we do have something going on Thursday.
Thursday.
We're going to be live for the draft.
I couldn't remember. Dude, time goes by so weird. I couldn't remember if it had been that long since we did the podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember it was like 2 weeks or something.
It's been 2 weeks since then, yeah.
Yeah, what are you doing out of the war room, Tyler?
Out of the what?
Out of the war room.
Jimmy gave me some time off to come over for this special occasion, for this backyard brawl here in Old Fort.
He's got a couple meetings with the homeless guy
Yeah.
before the draft.
It's all Senecas here in Old Fort, 1-0 as we get kick off the bottom of the second.
Swung on and missed as Derek Skeel starts out here in the bottom half of the second inning.
You have to sharpen your skills if you're going to get one past Tucker Coleman.
1-1 the count here.
Calvert waiting to
They're bright. They are clean.
Old Fort throws me off today because where they get this gray out anyway. I never seen no gray in that color.
Oh, that went inside to Derek Skeel. Skeel batting .250 on the season, .382 on base percentage, 7 hits, 7 RBIs.
That one just gets away from Coleman as it goes outside.
3-1 the count here on Skeel. Yeah, we're in there for a strike. Here's a 3-2. Swung on and missed. Nice pitch. Nice way to come back in that one, Tommy. Fell behind 3-1. Came back and got 2 straight strikes for the punch out. That's 3 punch outs in his first 4 batters.
And that's what I love about Coleman is he doesn't really go to battle with batters. He finishes the job.
That brings up Harry King. King batting .387 on the season. 12 hits. Ooh. 10 RBIs. Doesn't draw a lot of walks, but he doesn't strike out very much either.
A quick 0-2.
This one smoked, almost took out the first base coach down there.
Yeah. Harry King almost crowned him.
Or almost made him have to go get some crowns. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Tied him up on the inside.
That's what I'm saying is, again, you get buried by a count by Coleman. He's just looking to finish you off. He's not going to try to do any funny business.
That's 4 strikeouts through the first 5 batters for Tucker Coleman. And that'll bring up Elijah Garza. Garza going to be sat down with a little dirt on the backside.
Felt the heat.
That went in there for a strike. Garza batting .190 on the season. Through 8 games played. Hits this one to the first baseman. Cam Moyer bobbles it, but able to recover and make the play for the final out. 1-2-3, go the Stockaders once again. It's 1-0 Tiffin Calvert as we head to the 3rd inning. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Stop down to Benchwarmers in Tiffin or call it in for delivery. Fresh cut fries, locally sourced ingredients, and phenomenal service. Give the Tiffin store a call at 567-268-9268 and place your delivery order now. Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. Why go to Lee's Floor Covering in Tiffin? Because at Lee's Floor Covering, they know that selecting the right flooring for your home can be overwhelming. They make choosing the right items for your home simple. At Lee's Floor Covering, they have one of the largest selections of floor covering in Northwest Ohio, including Abbey Carpet and Floor. Stop in and see for yourself what everyone raves about at Lee's Floor Covering in Tiffin. You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome back to Old Fort, Ohio here. Stockader Field. Nate Mullins, Tommy Hall on the call with you. Greg the Wizard Kinn on the 1s and 2s, keeping us looking good. And Lathan Chapman doing a great job on camera as we had to bust out the tripod dolly.
Hello, Dolly.
Hello, Dolly. There's the announcer cam brought to you by Vicek Orthodontics. You got to look your best for the announcer cam. And if you want to look your best, folks, head on over to Vicek Orthodontics. I'm telling you, they'll make you look good. I don't know about this smile, though.
That's why I've been on the announcer.
That's going to take some work.
So that's why I've been on the announcer cam.
Yeah, but you're usually shoved into the corner of the announcer cam.
Or with the podcast, I might just stick myself in a little window.
Right. Third inning of work here for Caden Swecker coming up. As it's 1-0 Tiffin Calvert. Get ready to start the top of the third inning. Vincenzo Lyons at the plate for the Senecas. He's 1 for 1 on the day with a single.
Proud wearer of the Lorenzo Lyons collection.
And he about wore one there.
Yeah.
Wearing his own collection.
Wearing his own collection. Swecker sitting at 42 pitches now. Lyons
That's
pulls
how they
back,
call it on that one.
but it's in there for a strike. Here's the 1-1. This one fouled off.
No, that one I think hit the black card.
Something over there.
He hit that and it went this way. It almost looked like it was the ball that rolled across there. I'm about to remember to go back and look at that one. Top of the third.
The 1-2 fouled off once again.
Same spot.
Way to fight.
Lions staying alive. It's 1-2. Two and two.
Not sure if he knew what he wanted to call there on that, on that throw.
AJ Shoemaker in the on-deck circle. Batter calls time.
I didn't hear you say the A. It sounded like you said Jay Shoemaker, and I was like, who's that?
Jay Shoemaker.
I had never heard that name.
Whoo! Hot potato.
Well, if you knew AJ, you know he goes by Jay for short.
Heard he goes by Jay half the time.
Goes by Jay half the time. A the other half.
Swung
there
on
we
and
go.
missed. Nice pitch by Swecker to get the strike out there. That's a second strikeout for Caden Swecker. That'll bring up AJ Shoemaker. Shoemaker watches that one. Inside for a strike. Shoemaker 1 for 1 on the day. Batting .364 on the season. Watches that one up high. It's 1-1.
In some ways, you're getting to throw these changeups without having to do anything.
As tall as he is, that pitch probably would have went over my head.
Right. The 1-1 smoked to the shortstop. Gloves it. Throws over to first. That's out number 2.
That's a nice play by the infield. Shortstop right over to first base. something that Old Fort struggled with in the past couple outings. They've really come out to play here against the Calvert Senecas today, though.
Time to open up a can of Chef Moyer.
That'll bring up Connor Moyer.
One half of the Super Mario Brothers.
Moyer grounds this one foul down the first baseline.
You're a little disappointed. Way down the line this one. You tell these kids have so much fun out here playing.
Moyer riding a 5-game hitting streak now.
One of those are going to get your car. That one came real close.
It's like a magnet.
Sorry, I had to bounce off my car and hit the car next to it.
A lot of your vehicles attract oncoming objects.
Yeah.
Poor Greggy. There's the 0-2. Swung
Look at
on,
that.
hit to center, well hit. Back, and this one's gone. A home run for Connor Moyer on an 0-2 pitch. Smokes it to dead center. That's probably at least 360 there, Tommy.
And that's the first time this season that somebody's giving me a reason to be upset that I don't have a home run grab. Here, I'll go ahead and light up every base he says. I'll go.
And that's one way to extend your hitting streak there as he extends it to 6 games.
Well, one can of Chef Moyer opened here with that 360 footer. See if the brother can do anything here.
Well, we got a little wind to his back here now, Tommy, so let's see. We can give this one a ride. Watches that one up high and outside. It's 1-1.
Did they hit the bat behind it?
It hit the bat, and the catcher caught it off the bat.
But the bat was over his shoulder still.
That's unreal. Wow. The bat was on his shoulder. It hit the bat behind his head. The catcher, that's a heads-up play by the catcher.
Wow.
What a play by Andrew Tackett to make the play. Wow. I had to sit there and go, did that just happen?
Moyer continues to stay viral for all the wrong reasons.
Wow, that's just ridiculous.
Because that one's going to...
The first ever hit that wasn't a hit for now.
Oh.
Didn't even swing it. This is like the worst luck ever. It's not even fair.
I don't know. I think that tells you something about how good he is at the plate, though. He can hit the ball without even trying.
That's right. He makes contact without even trying.
As soon as he picks up his baseball bat for practice, the ball just hits it.
Well, I guess if it ain't for bad luck, you wouldn't have any luck at all, right?
Just have something to laugh about. Sure you was laughing real hard when you get all 5 of them bruises off.
I'll tell you what, we are good luck for Connor Moyer, though, because last game we were on the call for them, he went 3 for 4. Now he comes out and smacks a home run dead center. Let's thank our sponsors before we start this bottom half of the 3rd inning. I want to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, National Machinery, Hope and Fostoria, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, UIS Insurance and Investments, Lee's Floor Covering, Vicek Orthodontics, Kuhn Sales and Service, Simonis Detailing, the Ohio Army National Guard, and Feasel's Frame and Collision.
Hey, I don't know if you thought about this, but I think that home run came pretty close to smoking on camera.
I was going to say it was pretty close, yeah.
It's like right on the.
I think he was aiming for it.
It's like a couple points over from that 350 mark.
That's the one that needs to be replaced anyway, so.
That had to land it close.
That pitch gets away from Coleman and into the dirt.
This one chopped to the third baseman. Got him inside on the hands. And Cole Bender grounds out to third. That'll bring up Colton Herrick, second baseman. First pitch in there for a strike. Herrick watches that one on the outside. Misses for a ball. It's 2-1.
A little confusing there for myself with Coleman on that, with how Herrig.
Look at, wow. Hit to short. Palm keeps it in front of him, but unable to make the play in time as he wasn't able to field it cleanly.
Oh, I was going to say
that'll be an error on the shortstop.
The batter ergonomics of Herrig, the way he was holding or standing there with his stance, it's an inviting way to go inside the pitchers, which I was surprised Coleman wasn't going that route. And then, he cut away at it, got it out to the shortstop, and was able to get on base.
And that'll bring up Andrew Tackett. Have any batting stats for Tackett here? Oh yeah, I do. Here we go. He's just not wearing the same number he usually is.
That one comes dangerously close inside to Tackett, and he goes ahead and takes a swing at it.
Tackett batting .280 on the season. Watches that one for strike 3. Coleman freezes him up. And now that'll bring up Ryan Adelsberger back to the top of the order here for the Stockaders. Throw over to first. Keeps the runner honest. Ryan Adelsberger at the plate. Watches the first one in the dirt on the outside. Moyer knocks it down.
Adelsberger's a southpaw, which would explain why his left-hand layup in basketball was always just so lethal. Like, nobody could stop that.
Coleman keeps that one outside. It's 2-0. Adelsberger on the season batting .500. 16 hits and 32 at-bats. 12 singles, 4 doubles. 7 RBIs. Hits this one to short. Eats him up. And another runner on board thanks to an error.
Error causes 2 to get on base for the Stockaders now.
So 2 runners on, still 2 outs. Still has yet to allow a hit or a walk in this one, as both runners have reached on errors. Oh, that was a nice looking pitch.
I like the Vice City cleats.
Those are hot. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed.
Brings it back down to first.
Tyson Frisch at the plate. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 down. Runners at first and second. In the bottom half of the 3rd inning. It's 2-0 Calvert. Tucker Coleman looks back the runner at second base. And that one misses outside. It's 1-2. Try to get him to chase that low and outside, but nice plate discipline there by Frisch. Went down swinging in the 1st inning. This one behind the batter, but Moyer able to throw down to 3rd and catch the runner as he was trying to steal. So on the wild pitch there, Moyer takes a nice stab at it and able to snag it and throw it to 3rd for the final out. Heads up play by the junior catcher. After 3, it's 2-0 Tiffin Calvert. We'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll be back. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time.
At Kuhn Sales and Service, we've got everything you need for outdoor power, sales, parts, and repairs. Family owned and operated since 1979, our friendly, knowledgeable team is here to help you find the perfect equipment, no matter the season. Make Kuhn Sales and Service your first stop for outdoor power equipment. You'll be glad you did. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Welcome back to Stockader Field here in Old Fort, Ohio. Nate Mullins and Tommy Hall on the call with you here on Heart of Ohio Sports. As we start the 4th inning of work, Greg Kinn on the 1s and 2s. Lathan Chapman doing a great job on the action camera for us today. 2-0 Tiffin Calvert. Caden Swecker on the mound for the Stockaders, getting ready to start his 4th inning of work. Sitting at 57 pitches. 37 of those for strikes. He's got himself into a couple of jams, but Tommy, I tell you what, he's done a pretty good job here so far against this Calvert lineup. Calvert lineup's been putting up a lot of runs these last few games. Put up 11 against Danbury the other week, or last week.
Yeah, the attention to detail and having your head on a swivel has really kept Old Fort from giving up any huge plays to this Calvert squad outside that huge home run earlier. Calvert with a 2-0 lead here to start the 4th inning. I think Schwecker's really finding himself some rhythm, really getting into a groove here, especially with the wind being as consistent as it is. Schwecker's shown real good command of the ball here.
That's a great point, Tommy. The wind is definitely going to be a factor here. Out this one fouled off the ankle of Charlie Palm and down the 3rd base line foul.
Palm, I thought you said hit him in the ankle.
Is this going to be Palm Monday?
No.
He said no.
That's why you lost headset privileges today.
Here's the 1-1. Outside. Palm 1 for 1 on the day. Got a run scored. Oh. 2-2. Nobody out here in the top of the 4th.
Chance to sit him down here for Schwecker.
Yep, swung on and missed. Tackett picks it up, throws it down to first, off the mark.
I don't know.
Palm able to pull it down and beat it down to first for the, I mean, is that a single? It's not a single. It's just reach on an error, I guess.
That's what I was gonna go with. Not so eloquently, but some form of error.
Would have been a throwing error on the catcher there, which was just off the mark. Threw it just a little high. Just a bit high. So we have a little conversation here between the pitcher and catcher. We call that a mound visit, brought to you by Kuhn Sales and Service.
We're going to have a little bit more than a conversation coming this Thursday as the NFL draft
That's right.
kicks off, and your boys from Heart of Ohio Sports be covering
Live coverage of the first round.
Nate's even got us, our white boys, ready to make our picks.
That's right. This one fouled back.
That almost hit me as hard as Stone Cold hit somebody with AT.
Almost hit you as hard as John Cena hit Cody Rhodes last night with the title belt.
Nate was mad about the belt thing, too.
Horrible, horrible ending. I'm gonna kick out of 5 finishers and then get hit by the belt and be like, "Oh, that's what does it."
Tommy's like, "This is baseball."
0-2 the count here on Cash Lee.
You can tell whenever he gets quiet like that.
He's like, "Get with the program."
WrestleMania weekend. I wrestle with Mania every week.
Runner down at first, nobody out. Swecker comes set. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike.
Yeah, we decided that we couldn't all stay awake from Mullins Mania this year. It was all last year.
Cash Lee goes down looking as that one painted the outside corner there, Tommy. Nice pitch by Caden Swecker to get the first out.
You hit your Cash Lee button yet?
I did.
I can hear it, so.
It happened during the conversation about wrestling, so it just kind of went. That was more like a Money in the Bank. One out for Cohen Stoll.
All right, Cohen, here we go, kid.
This one hit back to the shortstop. Knocks it down, throws over to first, but Stoll able to beat it out. Speedy out of the box. And he legs it out for an infield single. That should be an infield single. I know he bobbled it, but I mean, come on. That was going to be a hard play for him to make.
Nope, all ears.
I swear, sometimes I have battles with scorers. I'm like, come on, man. Like, really? Why is everything? Can you just give kids a hit every once in a while? Everything's got to be errors?
Oh, that's one's
Ritzler
going.
smokes this one to center field. Center fielder makes the play. And the runner will tag at second.
Good drive, Ritzy.
And Charlie Palm makes his way over to third. But now there's 2 outs for Blake Coleman.
Another visit to the mound, brought to you by Kuhn Sales and Lawn Care.
Little conversation on the mound here. Once again, all mound visits brought to you by our friends at Kuhn Sales and Service. As I mentioned the last couple times we were on the air, I mean, this is the perfect time of year, folks. to head on over, check out their wide selection. When you talk about Toro, Steel, Husky, anything you're looking for, I mean, the name brand stuff, not your Walmart stuff, but like go get some good stuff.
Hey, I mean, you ain't getting Walmart stuff.
It's stuff you need.
Job done, man.
It's big boy purchases, stuff you need financing for.
And they have financing there, so head on over and check it out. One thing I do have to say is just one of the best stores around, but iconic, their front sign on the front lawn. Because Greggy knew right away. He's like, wait, is that the one with the tractor on the sign? Coleman hits this one to center, but the center fielder underneath of it makes the play for the final out. Tyson Frisch makes the play, and that'll retire the Senecas here in the top half of the fourth. They leave a runner on. It's 2-0 Tiffin Calvert as we head to the bottom half of the fourth inning. Nate Mullins and Tommy Hall on the call with you here. Greg the Wizard Kinn helping us out on the production side of things, doing a great job. Back where it all started, Tommy. You remember? It's been a while.
This is always a game that has some sentimental value, especially if you're a OG Heart of Ohio sports fan. So we always try to make it make an effort to make sure that we cover this backyard brawl between the Calvert Senecas and the Old Fort Stockaders.
Back in 2022, this was actually our first full baseball broadcast.
First time we ever tried it all out.
First time we tried out all the equipment. I mean, we did the celebrity basketball game and an all-star game for the SBC, but
But it was the first two
this was the first time that we've done a baseball game. I mean, even when we were with other forms of media, we didn't cover baseball really. I mean,
those lunkheads said there's no money in it, but we got plenty of sponsors who are community-minded enough to help us out and give great high school baseball coverage live and paywall free, and that's kind of been the calling card of Heart of Ohio Sports, is bringing you to the type of action that you don't get everywhere else. Like, you get to see stuff that is unique to our area, as we're just the pulse on Northwest Ohio sports and athletics.
That's right.
Yeah, don't tell me there ain't no money in it, and especially when you got viewers, video after video. People want to watch, man. They
Well,
want to see this stuff.
There's no money in radio, that's for sure.
See this stuff. See this stuff. Listen, it's not 1943 anymore. We don't need to listen to baseball.
Here we go, Greggy. That's why he doesn't have a headset today, folks. This one hit back up the middle. Coleman able to kick it down. Luckily, there's no kicked ball in baseball because he knocked that one down and made the play. Get that first out.
A heated play takes the attention away from a heated Greggy. As the Senecas with quick out. Here in the bottom of the fourth, nice 2-0 lead by the Senecas.
Tommy always talks about wanting to go back in time during the Heritage Festival.
Mm-hmm. That would be fun.
The old-timey game.
Yeah, but I'd want to call a game and then play in a game too. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Listen, you've done that before at the celebrity game. Ain't like it's not possible.
That's right.
You just gotta get some jabronis around, swap out the headsets when you're done.
That'll bring up the pitcher, Caden Swecker. He's down 0-2 in the count here. Coleman with the pitch. Strike three. Got him looking. I'll tell you what, Tucker Coleman is cruising right now, Tommy.
Yeah.
Just 46 pitches thrown, 31 of them for strikes, 6 strikeouts through 3 2/3 innings.
And not getting paid by the hour.
That's for sure. He's yet to give up a hit or a walk. This one grounded to the shortstop, who's up with it, throws it over to first, and he got him.
I thought you were going to give the
Nope,
announcer's curse.
it doesn't exist.
He bails you out.
It doesn't exist. 1, 2, 3, go the Stockaders. That's the end of the fourth inning. Senecas lead 2-0 here in Old Fort. We'll be back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
At Kuhn Sales and Service, we've got everything you need for outdoor power, sales, parts, and repairs. Family owned and operated since 1979, our friendly, knowledgeable team is here to help you find the perfect equipment, no matter the season. Make Kuhn Sales and Service your first stop for outdoor power equipment. You'll be glad you did.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Welcome back to Stockader Field here in Old Fort, Ohio, as we have a pitching change. Call that a mound visit, brought to you by our friends at Kuhn Sales and Service. Closes the book on Caden Swecker. 4 innings pitched, 70 pitches, 46 for strikes, 4 strikeouts, 1 earned run, 5 hits allowed.
Let's go, man. Let's go, kid.
But he worked himself out of a couple different jams.
Not a bad day on the mound, man. Only giving up 2 scores after the 4 innings.
Absolutely.
A lot of pitches.
Yeah, I thought Swecker was doing a pretty good job keeping this Stockaders in it, but man, that pitch count, it starts to add up.
Mm-hmm.
The old patience of the hitters for the Senecas. They look weird.
I maybe could get through like 13 pitches now.
Anymore, I'd throw one and my arm would hurt so bad.
Well, Schwecker came up for his first at bat, and he was just, it's glistening like an Easter ham because he put some work in at the top of that first inning. So you knew he was in for a long day.
Not the Easter ham.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Easter ham was good this year, let me tell you.
Just got that glow too.
Well, it got a little glow to it. A little bit of glaze.
I have out there throwing 70 pitches in the sun. Sun beating down on it. Get the Easter ham glaze on you.
That'll bring in Harry King on the mound
King
for the
of mound.
Stockaders. King of the hill, king of the mound. King of the mound. There we go. Greggy's got going now. He's got the giggles going. Here we go. 15 innings pitched for King on the year. 3 starts. This is his second relief appearance. He's 1-0 on the season.
So, on our viral video, Nate, there was a comment that somebody asked, what is this, so-and-so show? And apparently the youngster kids, my nephews told me that that's a radio show where they're just like laughing and doing prank calls and stuff all the time. So like they were saying, is that us? Because we were just laughing so hard.
I like that. That's great.
I was like, oh, sweet, I didn't know what that meant. Old heads.
Old heads.
Okay, he just turned his hat backwards and said, hello, fellow teens.
Top of the 5th coming up here.
You guys like viral videos?
Vincenzo Lyons strolls to the plate for the Senecas. Lyons is 1 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. This one smoked to the first baseman.
Man.
What a play. As the first baseman, Derek Skeel, makes that one and puts him out for
Showing
the
off.
first out.
Showing off that skill at first.
Better have Skeel, play like that. Gotta bring up AJ Shoemaker. Shoemaker's 1 for 2 on the day. Connor Moyer in the on-deck circle. Oh. That one misses down and inside. It's 2-0.
I think these grazing shots, the umps, I was like, nah.
Here's the 2-0. This one grounded past the third baseman's glove and into left field for a base hit. Yeah, it's pretty heavy out here right now. That wind is pretty fierce. That'll bring up Connor Moyer. Smoked a home run to dead center field. Back in the, I think it was the third inning. Yeah, and back in the third inning.
Oh, he lobbed that one in.
That one just sunk down.
Just float it. Float it. Remember Rookie of the Year? Float it.
Man, is there anything better than hitting dingers in a baseball game?
Then what?
Hitting dingers.
Dinger in a baseball game?
Chicks
Just
dig the
go
long
hit a
ball.
home run. You gotta have all confidence in the world right now.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't rest that bad on my shoulder though like that.
What do you know about baseball?
You never know what could happen.
Throw down to second is not in time as Shoemaker slides in there safely with a steal. Makes the count 1-1 here on Connor Moyer. One down with a runner at second. Infield shifted over to the right. This one smoked to center once again, but not quite as far this time.
Wait and give it a ride.
Center fielder with the throw to third, and it's not in time. Boy, that was a close play at third.
He had those long legs extended out to hit that base before he got tagged.
It's a heck of a throw by Tyson Frisch there. That was a one-hop throw from center to third. And, I mean, he was deep center field time. He's probably sitting at about 320 where he threw that. Heck of an arm. So they're going to intentionally walk Cameron Moyer.
Just another way of doing
He just
it.
never gets a chance to swing his bat, does he? It just, just don't want to let him swing the bat.
They said, we've seen how dangerous this man can be at the plate.
And that'll bring up Charlie Palm. Now, Tommy, if you're Charlie Palm, do you take offense to that? They just walked him to get to you?
I wouldn't, because you got a murderer's row of talent in this Calvert batting lineup. So
You gotta pick and choose, you can't walk them all.
yeah,
Got a relief runner here. Brandon Coleman comes in place of Cameron Moyer. Yes, I think that's who that is. Number 2. Is that what it was? Yep, 2.
don't get the hit, don't get the run with the. What am I suiting up for?
Don't get to run the bases.
This ain't even fun. Up high to Charlie Palm.
Chance to extend this lead. Got 2 down, runners on the corners.
Palm. Oh, between the first baseman's legs and through for a base hit. Palm slides in safely to second base, and another run will score.
Error by Skew at first.
He got all the way to third.
That's because his shoes were untied, Tommy. No, I'm just. That's a tough play to make. I mean, that was smoked down the first base line.
It's happened like the Easter Bunny.
Yeah.
Hopped right over his glove.
So runners at second and third now with 2 down. 3-0 Calvert. That'll bring up Cash Lee. Lee fouls that one back.
Dingers, but that was the thing.
That was a zinger, not a dinger.
Zipped right by my head.
Here's the 0-1. This one hit to short. Took a wicked hop off the grass. I mean, the shortstop played the angle that it was coming at, but it took a weird hop on the lip of the grass there on the infield. And, I mean, it was looking like it was going to go one way, and it zigged when it should have zagged.
He came in underneath with the scoop, and it hopped right over.
Yeah.
And that chip shot out there to left field looked like me in hole 7 out of Clinton Lake.
So 5-0 Calvert, runner at second. Cash Lee coming through. That'll bring up Cohen Stoll.
I like that. You seen that awareness on the base pass too when that ball came in. The runner for second had to stop, let the ball roll past him real fast.
Oh, yeah.
It's always heads up.
This one chopped back up the middle. Shortstop charges, throws to first for the final out. But the Senecas able to score 3 here in the top of the 5th. It's 5-0 Tiffin Calvert as we head to the bottom half of the 5th inning.
Keep going, kid.
Yeah, we've seen the pitching change by the Stockaders there at the top of the 5th here. And it wasn't quite the outing that you wanted out of Harry King, allowing 4 hits, 2 runs just in that small window.
I was gonna say, but there was the errors out in the field too that got them guys running around them bases.
Yeah.
Twice that ball hopped over their gloves when they were trying to get down on it.
It's a good
Those
point.
hops they gave Calvert all kinds of room to run.
And Coleman, quietly, through 4. He's looking really good.
Dude, yeah, he's been fast.
6 strikeouts, no hits, no runs, no walks. Very impressive so far. Through 4 innings here. Just 48 pitches, 32 of them for strikes, Tommy. That is efficient right there. 13 batters faced. Just 1 short of the minimum. Due up next for the Stockaders, it's the, let's see, we have the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Harry King, Elijah Garza, and Cole Bender. Due up next for Old Fort. First pitch down low to King. This one hit to the second baseman, Coleman. Underhands to first for the first out. Kind of nonchalantly there, just, I don't know.
Their composure, man.
Yeah.
They just make it look like no sweat.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Slow, make sure it's done right.
Well, Blake Coleman is just always calm, cool, and collected.
Yeah, they never look like rush or anything.
No.
Spot tuck.
That one in there for a strike. Elijah Garza at the plate. Swung on and missed. This one fouled off down the first base line. First base coach tried to barehand that one. He's no Matt Coleman. You remember when Matt did that a couple of, what, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Shoo. Swung on and missed.
Swing.
Garza goes down swinging. And that is strikeout number 7 for Tucker Coleman. Bottom of the 5th, 2 down, 5-0 Calvert. That'll bring up Cole Bender. Look at the snap on that one, Tommy. I mean, geez, that's just.
Just eases it on in there.
The 0-1 right down the pipe,
I think that one's out.
and it's 0-2. He's having fun with this one. Yeah, you can tell. There's the 0-2. Low and outside.
Tried to throw almost the exact same pitch, wasn't the same call. 'Cause that last one just inside be called a strike. See if he goes there again outside.
The 0-2 misses behind him.
Trying to hit you down. Hey, watch what you're saying.
Probably hurt me.
Getting a little windy over here.
Just a little bit.
Here's the 2-2. Swung on, chopped to short. Shortstop going to have a hard play to make, but he comes up with it and throws it over to first for the final out. Nicely done there by Charlie Palm. 1-2-3 go the Stockaders once again. We head to the 6th inning. Senecas lead 5-0. We'll be back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time. At Vicek Orthodontics, they're all about creating confident, healthy smiles for every age. Dr. Vicek and the team use the latest techniques to make your orthodontic journey comfortable and effective. Discover the difference of personalized care and a smile you'll be proud to show off. Schedule your consultation with Vicek Orthodontics today. You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome back to Stockader Field as we start the 6th inning. Senecas lead 5-0 here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Nate Mullins, Tommy Hall on the call with you here today from beautiful Stockader Field. Gorgeous day for baseball here. Probably one of the best days we've had so far this year.
Do you see that score over there?
Oh, 12-2 on the softball field.
I'm assuming that's over because I think there's a 7 in the middle.
I think they're still watching something over there. Yeah, they're still playing. What's that?
Said no Calvert Danbury playing over there.
Yeah. Take a moment and thank our sponsors as we get ready to start the top half of the 6th inning here. I'd like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, National Machinery, Hope and Fostoria, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, UIS Insurance and Investments, Lee's Floor Covering, Vicek Orthodontics, Kuhn Sales and Service, Simonis Detailing, the Ohio Army National Guard, and Feasel's Frame and Collision. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
My question for you, Nate, is have you worked out the sponsorship deal for the draft with Benchwarmers yet?
Yeah. You know that's always the thing. All I got to do is just call in the favor to Brandon and say, hey, man, I'll tell you what, it's a lot easier for me to con him into giving us free food than it is for me to con him into giving us money to do that kind of stuff. So, yeah. He's like, oh, yeah, well, give me a shout out. Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah. This one bunted, foul. As he just gets under it. Logan Ritzler at the plate for the Senecas.
I know Tommy's got like that Benchwarmers. He ain't got that down there, does he?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's always worth the trip to get over to Benchwarmers whenever you can. Baseball always makes me think of that because they got that triple decker or whatever. The triple play and the double.
Oh, yeah, you can get your burgers, single, double, home run.
Yeah, those all coincide with how many burger patties you get.
Mm-hmm. I've never been able to hit a home run, man. That's a pound of beef, just the beef alone.
Nate's telling us about lot of sports
They
history.
call me.
I've never been able to.
They call me Barry Bonds over at Benchwarmers.
They call me Baby. I'm Greggy McGuire.
This one hit to the
Craigie-
second baseman.
Craigie McGuire.
Throws it over to first for the first out.
You do kind of look like one of the McGuire twins. What are you talking about, Mark?
What, from the movie Twins? One out. You're in the top of the sixth. That'll bring up Blake Coleman back to the top of the order for the Senecas.
Yeah, I was gonna say, call that.
Watches that one paint in the outside corner for a strike. Coleman shows bunt, pulls it back, in there for a strike.
Conversation time.
This isn't a mound visit here. This is a batter's box visit.
15 to 2 now.
She.
Something like this is better. Yeah, Coleman pulled back on that one there, and they said, "Give me a second here. Maybe I'll have something."
I'll tell you what, that Seneca softball team has just been. They've been hard to stop this year.
So not too long, I think they have a game with it
What's that?
next week.
Yeah, I think we're on a game. They're playing Lakota this year, so we'll be on the call for that. I think May 2nd is our first softball game of the year. Coleman chops this one in front of the catcher. Tackett throws down, but it's not in time. As Coleman hustling out of the box, out of that left-hander's box.
And you could see with some of the bunt attempts and just these little short singles to try to get on base. That's what Calvert's going to try to do here in this inning, and use this at bat to get some guys on base, work between the bases, and try to put this one a little bit more out of reach over the course of these next two innings. And that's all you got to do, Nate, is once you get Calvert on base, they're the most dangerous team in the area between the bases.
Throw down to first is off the mark, but yeah, you're right. They get on the bases and they are just, it puts a lot of pressure on the defense and on the pitcher.
And that's definitely what you want to do down the stretch here. Top of the sixth. 5-run lead here by the Senecas over the Stockaders.
That one up high. It's 2-0 here to Lions. Coleman giving King some fits. Throw down to second it was on time, but gets away from the second baseman, or actually the shortstop covering.
What a nice.
So the runner makes his way from first to third base.
Nice little pick up of bases there off real air.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got some speed to him, doesn't he?
Oh, Coleman? Yeah, once he gets going. He got some speed. 3-0 count here to Vincenzo Lions. And he was red light all the way on that one. Here's 3-1. Lions hits this one to the second baseman, who boots it, throws it over to first, and he gets it over in time.
No, he dropped
No, he
it.
dropped the ball. It was in time, but first baseman unable to make the play.
And no play to.
Glove like this and rolled out from underneath it.
Oof.
Another good camera.
Senecas will plate one, put one on.
That's right.
And brings up A.J. Shoemaker now. For the Stockaders, this sixth inning starting to unravel, especially when you only got two more appearances.
Shoemaker ducks down,
Yeah, great.
and that one falls in there for a strike. A.J. Shoemaker, 2 for 3 on the day with a run scored. Watches that one outside. It's 1-1. The pitcher's so frustrated. He doesn't know what. He didn't know what's. You know where the zone is. Snap throw to first, and Lions back diving safely. Yeah. Still just 1 out. Here's the 1-1. And Shoemaker bunts this one, and it goes foul.
Was he saying that he touched the ball, but it was a foul ball? So
Yeah, well, he touched it in foul territory while he was in foul territory. So, yes, that's
I heard
that's a foul ball.
I don't usually hear the ump that clear. I heard him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was on that one.
It was a foul ball.
1-2 the count here on Shoemaker. Kinn comes set. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called. Throw down to second is off the mark and gets away from the second baseman. So Lions will scamper his way over to third base. And that'll bring up Connor Moyer. You gotta have some big hands if you're swinging 2 bats at once. Look at Cam over there. 2 down. And Moyer watches that one snap in there for a strike. Runner down at third base. Here's the 0-1. Up high. One and one the count here on Connor Moyer. Cameron Moyer in the on-deck circle. That one outside. 2-1.
Lions is able to bring somebody home. He probably wants somebody to bring him home now.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point, Greg. And there's Moyer with a hit to short. Adelsberger backhands it, throws it to first for the final out here in the top of the 6th. But the Senecas scratch across another run. It's 6-0 Tiffin Calvert as we head to the bottom of the 6th here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Nate Mullins and Tommy Hall here with you on a beautiful Monday afternoon, evening, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty much the evening now.
No. Don't be jumping like that. We're rolling from spring into summer. The evenings are getting long.
Mm-hmm.
The afternoons are getting longer. Party.
So the afternoons are getting longer too?
Yeah. Party. Evenings don't start until dark. Don't worry, Nate. Before you know it, we'll be back under the bright lights across town now, and the sun will be going down in our eyes. Game will just be starting.
Before you know it.
Yep. Gotta enjoy the summertime. Tommy said I ruined last summer.
Oh.
He said no Hall of Fame trips, no fun parties, because I ruined all summer.
We didn't have a whole lot of fun last summer, did we? Greggy didn't. He spent half the summer in a hospital bed. Hey, we like to have fun over here. We like to keep it loose, Brian.
Don't worry, we're just laughing about it.
Hey, we're not laughing at either one of these teams. That's for sure. It's all laughter about everything that's going on right here. This is, yeah.
Tommy just likes to play innocent, like he didn't literally tell me I ruined the summer last night.
Well, and folks, if you haven't noticed yet, anytime these two get together, they're cousins. So anytime they get together, it's like nonstop laughter.
I don't think anybody knows.
Hilarity.
He's just having his own show.
Oh, yeah.
So nobody knows what he's chiming in with.
I have my own show. It's just me and you guys show.
Let's thank our sponsors one more time before we start the 6th inning here, the bottom of the 6th. We'd like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, National Machinery, Hope in Fostoria, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, UIS Insurance and Investments, Lease Floor Covering, Vicek Orthodontics, Kuhn Sales and Service, Simonis Detailing, the Ohio Army National Guard, and Feasel's Frame and Collision. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We still got 10 games left on the regular season schedule, folks. If you want to add your name to that list, send us an email at nmullins@heartofohiosports.com or just shoot us a message on Facebook. Drop a comment. However you're watching, let us know. Another thing we love to know, folks, if you're watching, let us know where you're watching from. Especially those of you watching from out of town or out of state. We always love to hear where you're watching at. Drop it in the comments. Tucker Coleman on for his 6th inning of work as he is cruising through 60 pitches, 40 of them for strikes, 7 strikeouts as this one fouled off to the right and out of play.
Almost hit Kevin Rainman. Would have had a 3D print on himself a bandage.
Strike 3. Nasty pitch there by Tucker Coleman as Colton Herrig buckled at the knees. I think Herrig was trying to hold back on that one. I'm not sure if he swung or if it was in the strike zone or what, but
So I said, as Coleman, he just is attack. So he doesn't invite you to take a swing at it. You just have to.
yeah. And like I said, that was part of my thing in the keys to the game was you got to be aggressive early. You might only see one good pitch, and it might be the first one.
Tell Austin, I don't know if that's safe.
You better not be watching on your way home, Austin. Somebody else better be driving. No wonder you got so many dents on your car. I mean, here's the 1-1. In there for a strike. It's 1-2.
Don't be hoosting and driving.
No Houston driving, yes.
Watching from Georgia, Nate.
I like that. Watching from Georgia.
Driving a semi, that's why he's in Georgia. Because he loves
Oh.
schools right down the road.
She's listening then. Yeah.
I'm sure her phone's not right in the middle of counseling.
1-2 the count here on Andrew Tackett.
Oh, this one's coming towards Grady.
This one cued off the end of the bat and over into the opposing bleachers.
I thought that kid with the glove, I was going to catch him.
Get him, Tuck, get him.
It's pitch number 69 for Tucker Coleman here. As that one misses down low and outside, it's 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Outside, and it's a full count. Haven't seen too many of those here today with Coleman. He's done a really good job of staying ahead of hitters and working from ahead in the count. Tackett putting together a good at-bat here. 3-2, swung on and missed. Coleman just rears back and fires that one in there. Got him swinging. And that is strikeout number 9 on the day for Tucker Coleman.
Coleman, he has himself a time with these left-handed batters, but who doesn't?
This one bunted foul. As we're back to the top of the order here with Ryan Adelsberger at the plate.
Now 2 down.
St. Mary's, Ohio, like it?
Yeah, 2 down and one of your bigger hitters. Why are you having them bunt here?
That one low.
I like shouting out to people that actually answer.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Here's the 1-1 to Adelsberger. Swung on and missed. Nice pitch there from Coleman. And it's 1-2. 2 down. The bottom of the 6th. Here's the 1-2. A little waste pitch there. Try to go and chase that one on the outside corner. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, hit into left center field, and it gets down for a base hit. First hit of the game.
See, I told you. And I said he came up the bat. His first chop at it was he tried to bunt it, and I'm like, he got 2 down. Why you got one of your most sure thing hitters bunting at it?
For Lions, that would have been a hard play to make, man. He dove at it and made a good attempt, but just a difficult play to make, as Adelsberger really spotted that one in about the perfect spot you want to hit that one. Throw down to first is not in time. That's the first base runner that got on with a base hit or a walk today. This one hit to the shortstop. Charlie Palm gloves it for the final out here in the bottom of the 6th. 6-0 Tiffin Calvert as we head to the 7th inning here at Stockader Field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Stop down to Benchwarmers in Tiffin or call it in for delivery. Fresh cut fries, locally sourced ingredients, and phenomenal service. Give the Tiffin store a call at 567-268-9268 and place your delivery order now. Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. Why go to Lee's Floor Covering in Tiffin? Because at Lee's Floor Covering, they know that selecting the right flooring for your home can be overwhelming. They make choosing the right items for your home simple. At Lee's Floor Covering, they have one of the largest selections of floor covering in Northwest Ohio, including Abbey Carpet and Floor. Stop in and see for yourself what everyone raves about at Lee's Floor Covering in Tiffin. You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome back to Stockader Field here in Old Fort, Ohio. Getting ready to start this 7th inning here. Nate Mullins and Tommy Hall on the call with you here today. Greg the Wizard Kinn on the 1s and 2s, and Lathan Chapman doing a great job on the action camera here for us today. 6-0 Calvert here in the top of the 7th. And we have another pitching change for the Stockaders. That's a mound visit brought to you by our friends at Kuhn Sales and Service. Colton Herrig coming into the game for the first time. Well, he's been in the game, but first time on the mound, I should say.
A 6-0 lead by the Senecas. You talk about not giving up anything here today with Tucker Coleman. Around 77 pitches here today, which is what Schwecker had probably by the time we started the top of the 4th as far as pitch count. So you talk about just the complete game that Coleman's put together here. Then you add in those 6 runs on top of it. I mean, it's been a nice outing by these Calvert Senecas here today.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a complete package this team is, you know, from top to bottom. There's not a single out. There's not a single batter on this team that's an easy out. And the discipline they display on defense, on the base paths, just a well-coached team. They put a lot of pressure on the other teams. Stockaders this year under first-year coach Bryce Mendoza. As I caught up with their longtime coach at Benchwarmers actually recently. And I was like, "You getting ready for baseball?" He said, "Nope, I'm not doing not doing baseball this year." I said, "What?" Taking some time off. No.
Give Greggy some involuntary time off. Give Greggy some involuntary time off.
How'd you have that last time?
The 0-1, Moyer grounds this one to the pitcher. Throws over to first for the first out.
As long as you're not in season, you can get laid up all you want.
Yeah, let's see if they can get, there we go. Charlie Palm up next, trying to get the weight off the bat.
A hold of that one, knocks it foul.
Palm is 1 for 2 on the day, with 2 runs scored and a strikeout.
Does the Heart of Ohio Sports Insurance cover my windshield if it's supposed
Cover your windshield? No. Unfortunately, no.
That would be my luck.
Palm watches that one drop in there for a strike. Here's the 1-2 from Herrig. Strike 3 called on the outside corner.
Now, what Greggy doesn't know is our insurance company actually pays us for him and Austin not to drive to these games.
You're a covered driver on the policy, right? You're covered not to drive.
Covered to sit in the passenger seat. 2 down here in the top of the 7th.
Tommy's just reminiscing about the days he used to drive you around.
And Cash Lee watches that one on the outside for a ball. Actually, they're going to call that a strike on the outside corner. Tommy was my chauffeur for my second broadcast season.
Austin said, "Hey now."
Lee smokes that one down the left field line. Left fielder gets under it and fires it in on the infield to keep Lee at first base, but Cash Lee coming through with a big single there.
Austin don't want to hear Tommy's nonsense. He said, "Hey now."
She commented that as she was driving.
God.
You can never win with Tommy. Don't even try.
Nope. Don't even bother. That'll bring up Jacob Kidwell, who's batting in place of the DH Cohen Stull. Logan Ritzler in the on-deck circle. 2 down, runner at first. The 1-0 hit foul down the third baseline, just foul.
Yeah, that'd have been nice though. I'd say that.
And if you're hearing your task with that unenviable task of trying to close this one out and not allow anything further, no further damage done by the Senecas, and you're making pretty good on that, having yourself a good, outing here to close out the 7th. That on base, keeps these Seneca bats alive and continues to just mount that pressure on these Old Fort Stockaders. Herrick with the chance to sit the Senecas down. This one's going to be thrown over to second base. Will be stolen.
Not in time, Cash Lee. Nice little scamper over there to second base.
Hit your scamper button?
I did. Kidwell got his first hit of the season against Danbury the last time out. Watch is in there for a strike, and it's 2-2 with 2 outs. And a runner at second. Here's the 2-2. Kidwell grounds this one foul down the third base line, and the dugout's giving Brian Coleman all he can hear for that one. He's going to hear it when he gets back to the dugout. He's like, come on, Coach.
Coach Coleman looking more like Coach Buckner there.
Oh, no, don't do that. I'll never hear the end of that one now. Kidwell swings and misses at that one. For the final out.
Should be it. Why are you throwing down the second?
Just felt like giving her a rip. Senecas leave one stranded. It's 6-0 Tiffin Calvert as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Stockaders down to their final 3 outs here. And Tucker Coleman strolling to the mound for his 7th inning of work. 1 hit baseball through 6 innings. 9 strikeouts from the big freshman, I should say.
Yeah, don't feel right saying those numbers and saying freshman, does it?
It does not. He has put together one heck of a ball game here today. Bottom of the 7th here.
Hey, he's a college coach now.
He's got a little pull over there in Findlay.
Where did he used to coach at?
He's the AD over there in Findlay.
Oh,
He was the AD at Heidelberg for a while.
that's what.
3, 4, and 5 hitters due up next for Old Fort as Caden Swecker strolls to the batter's box here. That is a popular bat among these kids. You see that bat a lot. That's the one Connor Moyer used to smoke a home run earlier.
No, I won't. I will never swing it.
Right. The 0-1. Swung on and missed. With the off speed there, got him swinging out in front of it. And here's the 0-2. Try to get him to chase that one outside. This one grounded down the third base side. Ritzler charges, gloves, throws to first for the first out.
And that sword of Damocles swings ever closer. 1 down now for the Stockaders. We really wish he could have got on that one.
It's a great play by Logan Ritzler there to come down, charge that one. Kind of a slow roller. Grass kind of slowed it down. That'll bring up Derek Skeel.
Calls that.
First pitch in there for a strike. Skeel watches that one down low. Righty-lefty matchup. Skeel 0 for 2 on the day.
That one slipped. I almost saw that one again. Yep.
This one laced back up the middle for a base hit.
I think the batter recognized that too.
Yeah.
He was expecting the same pitch, and for some reason, that's exactly what I was looking at too.
And now we have a pinch runner here.
Gary King. I always talk about buying things that are trendy that I'll never use. Just like those, I always like the Air Jordans. You'll never see me wear a pair, but I buy them. It's like Harry King's got the, I think the Band Jordan 1 Retros baseball cleats on.
Right? Those are pretty sweet. Runner down at first. 1 out.
Or the Jordan 3. I'll get back to you on that.
How could you ever keep track?
Throw over to first. Keeps the runner honest.
75 times the Jordans. I could never keep track of it. Those the Jordan 4s or the Jordan 6S pluses?
No.
This one fouled off to the left. One and one to count. Throw over to first, not in time. Boy, Coleman does not like runners on. He gets instantly annoyed, like, how dare you?
And these Stockaders trying to hold on, chasing a 6-point or 6-run lead.
Two balls, one strike. 1 out. Tucker Coleman comes set. Here's the 2-1. Chop back up the middle. Shortstop. Actually comes back up and hits him in the face. Ouch. It was a hard play to make there, regardless, as you saw it take a wicked curve off of Coleman's glove, and then it took 2 hops and then took another weird bounce to the right.
It was almost like a curveball thrown off his bat.
Yeah. But now you got runners at first and second with 1 out. And that'll bring up Elijah Garza, the third baseman. Garza grounds this one foul down the first base side. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Here's the 0-1. In there for a strike. It's 0-2.
That one had to beat on it.
A little snap to it off the glove.
Yeah.
I was going to say that leadoff off second.
Throw down to second is not in time, but boy, that was close.
Unafraid.
That's smart, too, trying to get him to make a mistake there.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it also keeps you out of rhythm, Greg. You saw a nice throw down there to strike, especially with a 1-2 count here.
Here's a 1-2. Swung on and missed. What a pitch. Got him to chase that high heat.
The error in judgment there.
High, stinky cheddar right there.
So is that Jace Turner?
That'll bring up Jace Turner, the right fielder. Cole Bender's been DHing for him the whole game, but he's going to get a chance to bat here.
I was scratching my head trying to figure out what that scoreboard was for over there. You know football scoreboard. It's
Soccer.
field, yep.
And that one in there for a strike. It's quickly 0-2 here on Turner.
if you're going to tease that, you got to make sure you're back in your stance if you're not going to cut. If you're not going to try at that.
0-2, down low.
Here's a chance.
Stockaders down to their final strike here. Runners at first and second, 2 down. Here's the 1-2. Strike 3 called. Ball game. Tucker Coleman with 11 strikeouts on the day. Stellar performance by the freshman. And the Senecas come over here on the road and pick up a big win over the Stockaders. We'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll come back with the postgame show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. It's coming up next right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time.
At Kuhn Sales and Service, we've got everything you need for outdoor power, sales, parts, and repairs. Family owned and operated since 1979, our friendly, knowledgeable team is here to help you find the perfect equipment, no matter the season. Make Kuhn Sales and Service your first stop for outdoor power equipment. You'll be glad you did.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
All right, and we're back here with the postgame show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Final score, Tiffin Calvert 6, Old Fort nothing. Big win for Tiffin Calvert as they moved to 9-2, 8-1 in league play. And Old Fort falling to 4-7 on the season. Nate Mullins and Tommy Hall here with you on the postgame show. Greg the Wizard Kinn did a great job today for us on the controls. And Lathan Chapman did an outstanding job on the camera for us today. But Tommy, the guy who did the best job today, I think here, that freshman pitcher really put on a show today, didn't he?
Yeah, Nate, and again, we have these off-camera, these out-of-season conversations, and we talked about the Coleman family and what to expect down the pike, especially with Blake Coleman and, you know, the campaign he's been able to put together over his last couple of seasons. But you told me, you waiting in the wings, the young Tucker Coleman. And, man, I've never seen a freshman just that calm, cool, and collected on a 7-2 or 8-2 squad now against a rival opponent in the Old Fort Stockaders, just coming out here and pitching a gem. And this Senecas versus Old Fort game. I mean, again, Stockaders hung in there tough. But when those Calvert bats came alive, it's just they're hard to come back from. They really are, especially with the pitching. And that was what you seen on display here was Seneca's bats able to get the job done, but the pitching really just set the pace for this one. I mean, there was just quick sit downs, and Tucker Coleman pitches a gem here in the shutout against Old Fort here in Old Fort, and Seneca's improved that record now to 8-2.
And big time performance by the freshman Tucker Coleman. That's why he takes home our Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery Player of the Game. Folks, I'm telling you, if you want to place your order now, you got plenty of time to call in and order Benchwarmers. Tell them your friends at Heart of Ohio Sports sent you over. Hey, if you're looking for a spot to eat after the game, head on over.
There's that thing I sent you, that text I sent you about Xcaret has a special tonight, remember?
What's that?
They're having some kind of fundraiser that's tonight until 11 o'clock.
There is a fundraiser going on at...
I wanted to shout out Xcaret for that. Yeah.
We will, but I want to give our Benchwarmers Player of the Game. We want to give a shout out to Tucker Coleman, obviously. Huge performance here by Tucker Coleman tonight. 11 strikeouts, 7 innings pitched, no runs allowed, just 2 hits allowed, 2 base runners, no walks, just calm, cool, collected, and in command.
Yeah, and that perfect game was taken away at the top of the 6th. So,
I know.
I mean, it's one of those things where, you know, you can't ask for much better out of a freshman. There's a reason why he is going to take home the Benchwarmers Player of the Game, which is one of many I see in this young man's future.
Absolutely. All right, well, Greggy did have a mention here. We want to talk about our pregame show sponsor, Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. There's a fundraiser going on for the Allen Irie Center right now. Up until 10 o'clock, you can call in your order. You can come in and pick it up. You can do delivery, whatever you want. Just make sure you tell them that Heart of Ohio Sports sent you, and it's for the Allen Irie fundraiser. That's good until 10 o'clock tonight at Xcaret Mexican Restaurant.
That's the only thing Benchwarmers doesn't have is tacos.
Hey, they got just about everything else, man. I'll tell you what.
Everything in there, man.
But once again, 6-0 win for the Senecas here. And Tucker Coleman takes home the Benchwarmers Player of the Game. Tommy, any final thoughts here?
I wish I could say that you get bored watching these Calvert Senecas, but man, they play some really nice baseball, and we were treated to that. Nice win by the Senecas. Nice showing by the Old Fort Stockaders, especially with a first-year coach. Got a wealth of talent on that roster. Just need to put those pieces together as you round the corner into the postseason, and some things can come together. Again, I thought this was a pretty good showing until things got opened up against the state-ranked Calvert Senecas, and we got a lot of baseball left, and we'll hope you join us here on Heart of Ohio Sports for that, which is live and paywall free all the time, baby.
The next time you'll see us on for baseball will be this Friday, as we'll be live from Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes Field, Columbian versus Perkins. But for us, folks, the next time you'll see these pretty faces on the air will be on Thursday night. Make sure you tune in for our Browns draft coverage, the NFL draft coverage live here on Heart of Ohio Sports, as we'll bring you our breakdown and analysis of the full first round this Thursday starting at 8 o'clock. Make sure you tune in right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Let me thank our sponsors, and then we'll wrap this up and we'll get out of here, as the wind's trying to kick us out already. I want to thank our pregame show sponsor, Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, our postgame show sponsor, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Pitch Cam today brought to you by National Machinery. Skycam brought to you by Hope and Fostoria. Our player of the game presented by Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. Starting lineups brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. Keys to the game brought to you by Lee's Floor Covering. Announcer Cam presented by Vicek Orthodontics. And all calls to the bullpen brought to you by Kuhn Sales and Service. We'd also like to thank Simonis Detailing and the Ohio Army National Guard, as well as Feasel's Frame and Collision, for all of their contributions to the broadcast here on Heart of Ohio Sports. All right, I think that's pretty much going to do it for us, folks. For Lathan Chapman, Greg Kinn, and Tommy Hall, I'm Nate Mullins, signing off from Stockader Field. Once again, Senecas on top 6-0. All right, folks, that's going to do it. Have a great night, everybody. You've been watching Heart of Ohio Sports.